You're probably, like most people, just sick of the Russell Brand story. And if you are, you don't understand it. It happens to be the most fascinating story right now because of the level of complexity that it enjoys. It is so multi-layered, so multi-textured. I can't even believe what I'm seeing. It's like nothing else. I'm going to explain to you as best as I can why it's important, why it's critical, what you should be thinking and what you shouldn't be thinking, and why it is not what you think it is. If that makes any sense. But first, let me thank you right now for watching. Let me ask you to subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. Subscribing to the channel is critical, and also be aware that we have a wonderful sponsor, our good friends at My Patriot Supply. And right now, it is available for you, this deal of deals. You can save $200 off a 3-month emergency food kit. What was that? A 3-month emergency food kit. Why do I need an emergency food kit? Because one day, before you know it, stores will be closed. Your ability to get food will be interrupted for long periods of time due to a variety of reasons, from supply chain breakdowns to global warming, climate disasters, lockdowns, martial law, fuel contamination, malware. Remember one week there was all the gas stations were shut down because of malware or ransomware or something. I mean, who knows? Wildfires, brush fires, forest fires, tsunamis, cyclones. You got it? You got it. Now, the only thing you can do as a wise patriot, a wise American, a wise person is to go to preparewithlionel.com. There's the link is right here. The link is in that section. Just click accordingly in the description section right at the top. Under, by the way, if you're on a mobile phone, it's right there. Or go to the comment section, preparewithlionel.com, and do the best thing you can do to prepare for an event that I promise you is going to happen. The need for emergency food. 25-year shelf life, 21 varieties, the best of the best of the best. Preparewithlionel.com. Go now. Now let's talk about Russell Brand. First of all, do I like him? It doesn't matter. I don't even understand him half of the time, but it has something to do with him. This is an individual who, between 10 and 14 years ago, allegedly either committed the R word, got to be careful about word algorithms here, but sexual battery. Each of those, from what we understand of the 4 women who were detailed in this story, were people that he had at least initially some type of consensual congress with, as we say. They were involved at least initially in some form of congress, sexual congress. It was consensual. It is alleged that in one particular case, a girl was 16 years old, though that was legal under the laws of the UK. They called him a groomer. They called him a pedophile, what have you. Interestingly enough, it was legal. Does that change anything? I'll let you decide. Her mother actually knew about it and actually admonished her daughter, who apparently she said, I have no control over, to warn Russell Brand, how young she was. Then when he met the mother, they apparently embraced. I mean, it's the weirdest thing anybody's ever seen. So there he is one day, he reads this and he said, you did this 10, 14, whatever years ago. And now you must answer. But we're not going to tell you the name of these people. He might know, but we don't know, to protect them. Okay, I understand that. Rape shield laws and similar things like that. But the issue is, does he have any recourse? What is his due process rights? I know this was in the UK, but some of the allegations about behavior that ostensibly occurred here and our Constitution would apply. Does he have the right to confront his witnesses under the 6th Amendment? Does he have a right? And what is this tribunal exactly? What is this? A newspaper? A magazine article? What is this precisely? What are we talking about here? How does he deal with this? What is he? How does he involve himself with this materially? I don't understand it. What does he? What does he do? What does he do? What does he? Does he say, "I didn't do this," or "I did something that might have looked like this, but it wasn't"? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where any of this even fits in. You see, because it's so different. It's not like anything we've seen before. What if he said, yes, some of this behavior was, you might find it rough or caustic, but this was the pursuant to the parameters of our relationship? Or what if he's not a leg to stand on? What if it's all wrong? What if he is a boor? What if what he did may not be technically criminal, but it was so untoward, so awful, so terrible that what? Whatever. All these considerations, all these factors, all of this plays into our analysis. So what happens? Well, rather than deal with that in a particular forum, either through civil litigation or criminal prosecution, if the case may be, no. Now he's finding that he has to deal with certain platforms, certain social media and media platforms who, by virtue of the allegations made elsewhere, find that he is no longer welcome in certain venues. Could we one day envision somebody's phone being turned off because that particular platform is one that promotes boorish behavior? All of this is being done extra governmentally, not being done by tribunals and the like. What happens to him? And what happens once the pylon? And more importantly, here's the most important thing. The people who find that they like, well, the people who like him for whatever his political ideas are, his thoughts on immunization or whatever, they tend to be the most amenable to giving him the most leeway in this matter. Does this make sense to you? They give him the more leeway. If it were switched, if Russell Brand went from being, let's say, somebody who would be more in tune with Tucker Carlson by virtue of their interview, but let's say he became very, very, as we would say, woke, leftist, progressive, Biden-esque, the people who find him that would support him now would change their mind immediately. Because you will find, and this is to me the most problematic, the people who find him to be correct or his particular platform to be defendable happen to agree with him politically. And if they don't like him, they wouldn't give him the time of day. That's the way it works. So if you were to say, for example, let me ask you, members of the public, this situation. Celebrity A does the following, and you don't know who the celebrity is. Would people be able to express themselves? Would they be able to say, that's a good point. Oh, by the way, who is it? Oh, that's Russell Brand. Oh, that's George Clooney. Oh, that's Sean Penn. I didn't know. If it applies to Sean Penn or George Clooney or Clint Eastwood or whatever, if the same set of facts involve the same evaluation and the same analysis across the board, then we are intellectually consistent. But we're not. That's what this is about. It has more to do with his politics and more to do with your version, not you, but the collective you, the version and the image of him than it does the absolute facts. And that's what's so problematic to me, period. Dear friend, thank you for letting me into your head. Thank you. Please subscribe to the video, as I've said, or the channel rather. And don't forget our great sponsors at preparewithlionel.com. Save $200 off a 3-month emergency food kit. This is the best of the best of the best, and you will thank me for it today. Now is the time. Preparewithlionel.com. All right, dear friends, have a great and glorious day. Thank you so much. And now I importune, I ask, I beseech, I entreat you to comment as you see fit. Let me try it again.